So when you're hiring an agent and you have solar, really important to ask a few questions. Number one, have they ever sold a transaction, a home with solar? Really critical to understand their history and have them walk you through that detailed history. For example, most of the homes out there have solar leases. Really important to ask your list agent, how many lease transfers have you executed? Because I'll tell you what, that is, I guarantee the number one hurdle to selling and transferring a solar home is the lease process, how to transfer it. I've had many realtors call me, many experienced realtors call me in the last 5 years saying, how do you transfer this lease? I have no idea. What's square one? They don't know where to begin. They don't know who the lease company is. They don't understand square one of what they're representing. So make sure they understand how do they transfer a lease? How many transactions have they dealt with that have actually involved lease transfer? Do they understand important terms like grandfathering, net metering, which is the value of the export rate for the energy you're sending back to the grid? Do they understand those things? I would ask those questions up front. If the answers are, well, I'm not really sure, I'll figure it out, or, oh, don't worry, I'm really good at listing and I've done so many homes that I can figure this part out, I would say that's not the realtor you should hire. A solar realtor like myself, 10 years plus in solar, I understand those answers. I talk about those questions. I ask you those questions. So a lot of times I'll put the seller on the spot. So do they understand the value of what they have? What's their cost per kilowatt hour? What size of system do they have? So that I want them to understand so that when they know that I go and have those same conversations with the buyer's agents, I'm putting that same education level to the buyer's agent. That's what they hired me for, is that kind of expert representation. And that's what a solar realtor does. So when you're interviewing, make sure you understand their history as a list agent. Make sure they understand their value of solar. Do they understand the value of solar? Do they understand those right questions to ask? And I would interview them on a detailed basis. What kind of value are they going to bring you for the solar? How do they see solar? Do they see it as a negative? Many realtors do. So ask them those questions. You'll get a lot from their answers and you'll understand very quickly, is this the right person or the wrong person for my listing?